Good morning and welcome to this August 6th version of From Sunrise to Sunset with Pastor Gene. Today I'm going to be taking a look at chapter 3 of 1 Corinthians, one of the most remembered passages occurs in here, and I'm going to speak directly to that in just a moment. This, of course, is the chapter where some people might say Paul is sounding a little jealous of a better preacher or a former preacher. He talks about what then is Apollos in verse 5, which was the preacher in question. What then is Apollos? But then he says, what is Paul? Servants through whom you came to believe as the Lord assigned to each. And then he says, I planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the growth. God gives the growth. And all of the things that happen in the life of the church, each thing can build on another. Each thing that builds on one another is the result of a people who are allowing God to give the growth. A people who are trusting in the gifts and the graces that God has given all of us. You're going to be getting a ministry gifts assessment here pretty soon. Nancy is working on that and gathering that information, and it will help each of us at Seaside to be able to discern what our gifts are. And then we'll work together to put those together so that God can give the growth to our church that He so richly wants to have happen. We are God's servants. We're working together. Here he is back to that theme of unity and agreement. We are working together. You are God's field. You are God's building. And then he says, according to the grace God has given me, like a skilled master builder, I laid a foundation and someone else is building on it. Each builder must choose with care how to build on it, for no one can lay any foundation other than the one that has been laid, and the foundation is Jesus Christ. How firm a foundation Jesus Christ is. And when we have made Jesus Christ the foundation of our faith and of our practice, God will give the growth. Growth is not some program that somebody can put out and some church can choose to run. Growth is not some decision that we're just going to do this, like we're going to grow 5% this year, or 10% this year, or even 1%. God gives the growth. So today, as we think about all of this, we know that we are God's temple and we are building God's work. Question is, are we allowing God to give the growth? Are we planting? Are we planting the good seeds? Are we watering and caring for those seeds? Are we building on the foundation? I trust that we are, and that from sunrise to sunset we'll be in prayer today about how we might look to God to give the growth.